Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter expressions and properties. Let's just start with the lesson that is evaluate multivariable expressions. Evaluate multivariable expressions. Evaluate the expression for s equals s plus t. Replace the variable values. That is 3x. 9. It is the correct option is 9. Let's just start with the test questions. Evaluate the expression for s equals 3 and t equals 6. So s plus t, that is 3 plus 6. 9. It is the correct option is 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for b equals 6 and c equals 2. Let's see. b plus is 6 and c is 2. So 6 plus 2 equals 8. It is option number 1 is the correct option, that is 8. Evaluate the expression for b equals 7 and c equals 4. b plus c. b equals 7 and c equals 4. So you have to do 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. It is option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for u equals 7 and v equals 3. U minus v. That is 7 minus 3. That is 4. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 4. Evaluate the expression for w equals 4 and x equals 10. W plus x equals 14. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for q equals 3 and r equals 12. That is 12 plus 3. So 12 plus 3 is 15. It is option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for u equals 2 and v equals 5. That is 2 times 5 is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for w equals 10 and x equals 6. Ten minus 6 is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for r equals 5 and s equals 0. 5 times 0 is 5 option. 5 times 0 is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, that's the last lesson question. Evaluate the W equals 5 and X equals 2. So you 5 times 2. That is 5 times 2 is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to next lesson. Evaluate the expression for v equals negative 6. 8 minus 6. That is absolute value. The correct option is 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Evaluate the expression for v equals negative 6. So 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. Option number 3 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for u equals negative 10. Absolute value of negative 10 is 10. 10 minus 5 is 10 minus 5 is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 5. Evaluate the expression for n equals negative 3. Negative 3 plus 2. Negative 1 it is. So absolute value of negative 1 is 1. 1 it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for y equals 1. Absolute value of 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6 is negative 5. That is negative 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Y equals negative 1. Y equals negative 8 plus negative 1. That is 8 plus 9 it is. The correct option is 9. Option number 2, 3 is the correct option. 9 it is. Evaluate the expression for d equals negative 8. That is negative 10 plus absolute value of negative 8. Absolute value of negative 8 is 8. So negative 10 plus 8 is negative 2. That is negative 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for r equals 8. That is 8 minus 1 equals, that is 7. Option number 3 is the correct option. The expression for b equals negative 5. So replace the b with negative 5. Negative 5 4 is negative 9. Absolute value of negative 9 is 9. Option number 1 is the option 9 it is. Evaluate expression for m equals negative 5. Negative 5 minus absolute value of negative 5. So absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Negative 5 and negative 5 is negative 10. Expression for m equals negative 5, so that is negative 10. Evaluate the expression for s equals 7. Negative 3 minus absolute value of 7. Absolute value of 7 is 7. So negative 3 negative 7 is that is negative 10 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for m equals negative 9. Negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. 7 it is. Okay, you can complete by yourself later today. Evaluate it. If j equals 3, what is j? Replace the j with a value that is 3. So square root 1 plus 3, that is square root 4. The answer is 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Equals 3. What is square root 1 plus 3? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 2. If f equals 0, what is square root 32f? 32 times 0. Any number times 0 is 0, so 0 is 0. Option number 2 is the correct option, 0 it is. If v equals 32, what is square root 2 times v? That is 2 times 32. Square root 64 it is. That is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. If m equals 13, 23 plus 13. 23 plus 13. Square root 36. That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. If f equals 8, what is square root 2 times 8? 2 times 8, that is square root 16. That is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. If u equals to, what is square root u plus 7? That is 7. Square root 9 it is. That is 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. If t equals 7, what is square root 70? That is option number 1, 7 it is. If y equals 9, what is square root 9y? That is 9 times 9. That is square root 81 equals 9. That is 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. If t equals 5, what is square root 5t? Square root 25 is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. If r equals 25, what is square root 4 times r? That is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. If p equals 6, what is square root 6 plus 10? That is square root 16. So option number 2 is the correct option. 4 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. 8 it is. If f equals 14, what is square root 22 plus f? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 6. Okay, you can complete by yourself later today. So chapter we were working on is expressions and properties. The lessons we have covered today are evaluate value, absolute values, and evaluate radical expressions. For the next session, you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions. If you have any questions, you can please ask. If you no questions,